Welcome to Choosing Nation Sports. This is your boy Mujere Wait, just an ordinary guy discussing the beautiful game as I know it, discussing the FIFA World Cup 2020 Qatar. Phew, we've been spoiled yesterday. Last night we've been spoiled. I felt like the World Cup really kicked off yesterday. We saw the most record of goals in a single day by the teams. But before we get to that, I know I didn't record on Friday, on Sunday, so we have to go back to Sunday before we get to Monday. So yeah, Sunday saw the Group E kicking off. Japan versus Costa Rica. Costa Rica beating Japan 1-0 with, I think, their only shot on target for that game. The Japan that really were surprise winners against Germany didn't really create enough chances. I think both teams didn't create enough chances. I felt the game was dull. I felt the game was, I don't know how to explain it, but for me, it was just like a normal game. It didn't have that thing that both teams needed to win that game. They didn't really give us. It wasn't an exciting match. That's what I'm trying to say. It was just an ordinary match, one of those matches that you see in the FIFA World Cup. So yeah, congratulations to Costa Rica winning their first game and scoring their first goal of the tournament. Remember, the first game they lost 7-0 to a very good Spanish team and getting themselves on the score sheet. The next match, which was the last game of the night, saw Germany going against the Spanish, which was a very entertaining match. Both teams really came to play. I thought Gavi, Pedri, Muslera, the future is bright. I'm telling you, those three kids really played out like it is not their first World Cup. They lived up to expectations. I think they even went past their expectations. They really played well. Spain created enough chances. Both teams really went to play. Spain took obviously the lead with a Morata finish. Then Germany obviously came back as well. So it was a really great game to run off the evening. A nice game, balanced game. Both teams really went for it. I'm okay, fine. I've said France are now the favorites to lift it. I think Spain are up there with France. I think Spain and France are teams to look at now. Obviously with Brazil as well played on Monday, so obviously winning their game as well. I think those are the three teams that we really look into. Um, Obviously Spain has qualified. Not Spain hasn't qualified yet, but France has qualified the round of 16. So Group E, as it stands, this is how it looks. Spain leads the table with 4 points. Japan 3 points. So Costa Rica 3 points and Germany 3 point, one and a single point. Sorry. So the group is open again. It's the same as at the other groups. It will go down to the last day. This will go down through the wire, to the wire. Sorry. So we will be expecting fireworks because all the teams need to win in order for them to reach the next stages. Spain have an upper advantage because of their goal difference, but it's everyone's game to lose. It's everyone's game to lose. So we'll see how that pans out in the pinnacle last games of Group E. Now moving right along to Group F. Second best team in the world got beaten by an African team, Morocco. Second win for an African nation. Morocco beating Belgium 2-0. 2-0. A well-deserved victory, by the way, for Morocco's. If you didn't watch the match and you think, oh, maybe no. They really deserve to win the match. The golden generation of the Belgium team. I don't know what's happening with them. Where's Kevin De Bruyne, guys? Where's KDB? The Kevin De Bruyne that we know. For me, since the start of the tournament, I haven't really seen Kevin De Bruyne. I haven't seen the Kevin De Bruyne that we know from Manchester City. The passes from him, the long passes, the splitting of defense passes. I really haven't seen that, and I am also concerned and surprised. Why is Eden Hazard still starting games, whereas he doesn't even start for his team Real Madrid? I don't know what Martinez and Terry are thinking. Why not put it in Trossard, who has been in exceptional form for Brighton? Put him in, put Hazard in the bench. I know maybe Walebele's the experience of him, but now it is about form. You need players that will contribute to the team. You need players that will give you results. And at the moment, Belgium is playing flat football. They're not creating any chances. You saw the first game when they beat the Croatians, the Canada. So they needed a long ball, root one, ball from Vertonghen at the back, but why finish it off. So I'm feeling like Belgium hasn't really come to the World Cup. I don't know where they are. Hopefully, maybe we're not sure. Maybe they must pick up their play or pick up their socks. Last game, a crucial game, away against Croatia, the final game of the match. They need to win that game to go through to the last 16. Otherwise, it's curtains for them. The other match saw Croatia, but anyways, congratulations to Morocco, the African team, really making us proud. So Croatia against Canada. Canada taking the lead in the second minute. We thought this is their day. This is their first goal since, I think, the last time they were there, it's about 10, 15, 20 years ago since they were in the World Cup. This is their first goal. We thought they're going to get their first win of the World Cup, but unfortunately it wasn't to be. The masterpiece of Croatia came to the party. The Croatians midfield, the very experienced midfield with Modric there, Perisic in the front. So they came to play. They won the game 4-1. And they could have scored more. This is now where experience comes in, especially in these big teams with these experienced players. Modric, a former Ballon d'Or winner, showing his class in the middle of the field. Perisic creating those chances and finishing off this Canada and breaking their spirit. They are out of the World Cup. It wasn't to be for them, but it shows that the future is bright for Canada. I can't wait to see them play in the next World Cup. I can't wait to see them play the last game, which they're going to be playing against Monaco, which Morocco need a win to also cement their place in the last 16. But it's going to be a very tough game. I thought maybe the Canada's Croatia's midfield will struggle a bit, Canada, because of the speed they have, the pressing they have, but unfortunately it wasn't to be. The masterclass, the experience came into play for Croatia, winning that game 4-1. So the last games are really crucial. Croatia will be playing against Belgium, Morocco against Canada. So the group as it stands, Croatia leading the pack 4 points, Morocco 4 points, Belgium 4 points, Canada 0 points. No, Belgium can't have 4 points. Sorry. Belgium is 3 points, Morocco 4, and Croatia 4, Morocco 4, Belgium 3, Canada out with 0 points to the scoreboard. So it's still open. 2 teams, remember, can go through. So it's between Croatia, Morocco, and Belgium to go through to the last 16. The last games, again, it's going to be a very, very good game. Monday, I think, was one of the best days that we've seen in this World Cup to date. Best World Cup, and record goals scored on Monday. A record goal scored, 3-3 draw against Cameroon, against the European giant Serbia. Cameroon scored first with a set piece. Remember, we haven't seen a set piece goal in this World Cup. A direct free kick goal. We haven't seen it yet. Who's going to take that crown? Who's going to take that chance and be the first person to go at Qatar to score a free kick a goal? So Cameroon went up 1-0, and then the Serbians came back to score the equalizer. They scored the second one. They scored the third one. We thought that it was curtains. We thought, no, Cameroon are out. They've lost that match. But substitution by the referee. That's why I say it's very important for managers to make a substitution. You need to find the right time to make the substitution. Remember, the people that are sitting on the bench, they are eager to come on. They are eager to impress the manager to start the next game. Aboubakar came on. He got a goal that was people thought it was offside, but he wasn't. He made his run, he chipped the keeper 3-2. Then he went and made an assist to Choupo-Moting. He becomes the first African player to score and have an assist in the World Cup. So a great game that we saw. 6 goals shared apiece. 3 to Cameroon, 3 to Serbia. That's why on Monday we've seen the World Cup coming alive. The second game, which saw Brazil coming against Switzerland, Brazil winning that game courtesy of a best centre back in the world, the Manchester United player Casemiro, with laces just passed it into the ball. I felt Brazil did create chances, but Switzerland, until that goal, were solid at the back. They denied the Brazilians to have a clear goal scoring opportunity. I felt Akanji for me, was exceptional. Unlucky for him, he was on the losing side of the match, but he was exceptional. He made crucial tackles, he made crucial interceptions at the back. But Brazil's class, obviously, the manager went to the bench. He brought in Gabriel Jesus. He brought in Antonio. And they really changed the match for Brazil. Substitutes coming in. I think Monday was all about goals, was also all about substitutes. I'll tell you about that even in the second, the other group that played. So, just let me see. There we go. So, yeah, Brazil coming up 1-0 victories, which means Brazil have qualified for the next round, joining France. So, it's France, Brazil, and Portugal who are through to the next round. So Group G, as it stands, Brazil are through with 6 points. Switzerland coming second with 3 points. Cameroon with a point. Serbia with a point. All to play for in the last game between Switzerland, Cameroon, and Serbia. Cameroon have got a difficult fixture because they have to play Brazil. Serbia playing against Switzerland. So the African giants, the Indomitable Lions, need to beat Brazil to qualify and hope other results go their way. They need to win their game and hope the other group matches go their way. Otherwise, they're also out of the FIFA World Cup. Now, coming to the last group, which is Group H. Again, a spectacle game between South Korea and Ghana. Ghana were out as well. We thought they were out. They were losing 2-1. They came back. They won the game 3-2. Oh no, I'm lying. They scored the first 2 goals, and they thought they were dry at home. And South Korea came back. The crosses by Jordan Ayew. I remember I was telling Bazero this afternoon that where was Jordan Ayew in the first game, because I know him from Crystal Palace. I said to him, the reason why he's been at Crystal Palace for this long is he's a poacher. He knows how to score goals. Even though sometimes he plays Abonahale in the game, but there's games that he can actually be a match winner. And we saw today the crosses that he brought into the crosses that he made for the 2 goals. Those were brilliant crosses. I was listening to the analyst in the radio, but he was playing like a David Beckham because he was whipping crosses, and not just crosses, but quality crosses in the box for the Ghanaians to create chances for his teammates. And at the end of the day, they won 3-2. They stand a chance of qualifying to the next round. South Korea came back, really fought hard to maybe get a draw, but unfortunately it wasn't meant to be for them. Ghana getting their first win for the World Cup and giving themselves a chance to qualify for the next round. And the last game is against a Uruguayan side that will be licking their wounds, being beaten 2-0 by Portugal. And Bruno Fernandes on the day was exceptional. He scored the 2 goals. Obviously, the first one, it was between him and Ronaldo, but we saw Ronaldo didn't touch it. Even if he touched it, maybe Fitile Miriria high just a bit, but the goal was awarded to Bruno Fernandes. The penalty, I felt it wasn't a penalty. The referee went to the VAR and he pointed to the spot. But my question is, where was the opponent's hand supposed to be? Because he was falling. How is he supposed to fall if he can apalago the tackle? Because if that's the penalty, then I don't know. Should now players play without hands? How must you now hide your hands as well when you're falling? He was trying to balance himself. Where should his hands be? That's the question I have for referees. I needed an opinion from a top referee. Where was his hand supposed to be? That for me, it is not a penalty. Uruguay were robbed a penalty that could have, because they had momentum. As I spoke earlier on about substitutes, they brought in Palistri, they brought in Gomez, they brought in Suarez, which brought something into the game. They changed the momentum of the game. Palistri brought pace into Uruguay's attack. They had chances, they created chances. The defense of Portugal sometimes were unlocked, but they couldn't really find the finish touch. That's why I said the penalty really broke the spirit of Uruguay. It wasn't a penalty for me, but it was too little too late for them. I felt the game was balanced tactically in the first half. Both teams, I think, were sparing against each other. And again, another game that we saw, I think this is about 24th match that we've seen in the World Cup that goes into halftime with a 0-0 draw. With a 0-0 draw. 24 games, that's a World Cup record. 24 games, 0-0 scoreline at halftime. Is it the heat playing a factor? Is it because the World Cup it's in the middle of a season? You never know. But what we saw today, fireworks in the second half. The teams today really delivered. They showed us what a World Cup to be. As a neutral, we really enjoyed today's games. Plus minus 20 goals were scored today. A record for this World Cup. So yeah, Group H as it stands, Portugal are through, joining France, joining Brazil with 6 points, Ghana second with 3 points, South Korea have a point, and Uruguay have not recorded a single point yet. So the last game, Portugal playing against Korea, South Korea, Ghana, a crucial game against Uruguay. They need to win that game to cement themselves next round of 16 qualification. We are done with second games. We are now left with the last and crucial point, or the last and crucial game of the group stages. Who will join Brazil, France, and Portugal into the last 16 of the 2020 FIFA World Cup in Qatar? We'll see that in the next coming days. And this has been your boy Mujel Waiti. Prevention is better than cure. Don't risk it unless it's worth it. Remember to like and subscribe. This is the page for the people, by the people. I'm out.